Hi guys! So we're going to do some coding today and we have lots of coding to do, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. Look at our first word. What do you notice about that word? That's right, it's got that digraph EE together. So I'm going to underline the EE, and then remember when E and E gets together it says E, because we say when two vowels go a walkin', the first one was the talkin'. So I'm going to make that long E sound and I'm going to cross off the other one. So that way when I read it, I don't say E-E, it just says E. So now I have k, eep, keep. Very good. And then let's look over here. What do you notice about this word? That's right, it's got that suffix ing. So I'm gonna box off that ing. Now what do you notice? We have something that we learned today, don't we? We have that AI. That's another vowel team or vowel digraph. Okay, so it's two letters that make one sound. And so remember when we looked at EE and EE said E, AI says the first letter's name and says A. We can't hear that I. So we're gonna go ahead and underline the AI. It says A, so a long A. So I'm gonna put that macron on top and I need to cross off the I because I don't hear it. So when I sound it out now, I say rain, rain, and then add the ing, raining. So keep raining. Very good. Okay, what do you notice about our next word? It's got a suffix, doesn't it? It's got the suffix N-E-S-S, which is ness. So I'm going to box off that ness suffix, okay? Because it's over there by itself, okay? Then let's look at our next word. What do you notice about that word? It doesn't have any, we've already taken off the suffix. It's got an O as a vowel and it also has an E and it's got a S in between. So this is going to be an O sneaky E word. Okay, so that means that that O is going to be long, so it needs the macron, and that E is going to be silent, so it needs to be. Okay, let's sound it out one more time. Are you ready? So close, close. Very good. So closeness. And then this is just one of our sight words. We don't have to code it at all. Closeness to. And then what about this word? Well, where's my vowel? I don't have A, E, I, O, or U. That means that Y is acting as a vowel because I have to have a vowel in a word. So I'm going to dot my I. Why? Because it has to act as a vowel. And then I'm going to figure out what it's going to say. Now remember, when I is at the end of words and it's a short one-syllable word, what do we know about it? That's right. It's usually going to say I. It's going to make that long I sound. So we'd say I, sky. Closeness to sky. And then look at this word. This is a long word, but we're going to break it apart so that we can figure it out. What do you notice about this word? It's got suffix ly, so I'm going to box that part off first. Then what do you notice? You've got a vowel. That's a U. And where's my other vowel? That's an E. Very good. And then D and D are consonant, so that means I can break it apart right down the middle. And now it's easier to look at because it just looks like a CVC, CVC word. And I know in CVC words, those vowels are short, so I can put the breathes on them. So I have sudden, sudden, and then add the ly, suddenly. Very good. All right, and our last words, which are pretty long. Well, my first word, what do you notice? It's got apostrophe S. Remember, I'm going to act like that's not even there right now, okay? So then I'm going to look at the rest of the word. Well, I've got multiple vowels in here, so I have to figure out where they're at. I've got a U and I've got an E. And then I've got an N, which is a consonant, and T, that's a consonant. So I'm going to break apart right between those consonants, okay? So now when I look at it, I've got H-U-N, C-V-C. So I know it's going to be a short vowel. So hun. And then let's look here. E's my vowel, but it's got that bossy R behind it, so that's going to be that ER combination. So I'm going to hook them together underneath, okay? So t-er, ter. So hunter, and then add the S, hunters. Hunters, and then let's look over here. This is a compound word, okay? So I'm going to break it apart with that line so that I can look at each word separately, okay? Then I'm going to look at this first word. What do you notice about it? It's got SH, digraph SH, so I'm going to underline it. It's got an A that's in front of the S, so that A is going to be short. So I've got full ash. Flash. Very good. And then over here, what do you notice about our second word? I've got that IGH, trigraph. 3 letters that make one sound. So I'm going to underline it. And listen to remember what trigraph IGH says. It just says I. So we're going to make that I long, but then what happens to the G and the H? The G and the H are silent, so I have to mark both of them off. So then I have light, light. So flash, light. So hunter's flashlight. Let's read through those one more time all together. Ready? Keep raining, closeness to sky, suddenly, and hunter's flashlight. You guys read some extra long words and I'm so proud.